Imagine a world where marijuana wasn't as dangerous as alcohol. There are many benefits to legalizing marijuana on a federal level. One of those three things are medical benefits. Secondly, stimulating the economy. And lastly, decriminalizing past felony convictions. Bob Marley once said, "Herb is the healing of a nation. Alcohol is destruction." A lot of people have deemed it or slated marijuana as being a dangerous substance or drug. What I'm going to prove to you guys today is why it is not, and the benefits to why we should legalize it in our nation today. The first one being the medical benefits. Studies have actually shown that marijuana actually stops spreading cancerous cells throughout your body. Secondly, people with anxiety disorders actually use this as a substance to treat people with anxiety as a coping mechanism and helping them really relieve them of this illness. Lastly, arthritis. Doctors are actually prescribing CBD oil to help patients suffering from arthritis and has been proven to be one of the only main sources to actually treat people with arthritis, also being a naturally grown source. One of my friends that actually suffers from arthritis has personally used CBD oil and has been the only treatment that has helped them with this painful disease. A lot of people might say that it is a gateway drug. Studies have actually proven that you can use cannabis as a treatment to people with addiction. Secondly, it's going to help stimulate our economy. Forbes actually put out an article about how it has actually stimulated our economy during this pandemic, being something where people are suffering through anxiety, depression, and a lot of other diseases that are really taking an attack on our country, helping prove that it is actually stimulating our economy in states like California, Washington, Colorado, states that have legalized it in a state level, which is why we need to really legalize it on a federal scale. Another thing is it provides jobs. People in America need jobs right now. What the cannabis community is going to do is going to provide more jobs, proving why we need to make this a federal legalization. Lastly, it helps build our stock market. Like I had mentioned before, Forbes put out an article on how it's actually stimulating our economy, proving that it's going to help generate more economic relief throughout our country. A lot of people are actually going to state that it's going to create a black market. What studies have shown is it's actually going to help build entrepreneurship and help people actually build good businesses the right way instead of using the black market. One of the examples is one of my very close friends that started Biz Collection. What they do is they provide gummies, chilies, Mexican candies, oils, a lot of CBD oils that actually help people mend with anxiety, pain, arthritis themselves, proving that they don't have to go in the black market and do it legally. Like I said, it's going to stimulate our economy. Lastly, legalizing it and decriminalizing past felony convictions. What this is going to do, it is going to help our black and brown communities that have actually been targeted, and it's going to help them progress and help make our communities a better place and actually build revenue for those poorer communities that actually need to rise in our country. And there are many of those communities throughout the entire US. A lot of people say that with decriminalizing it, it's going to create criminals being on our streets. And like I said before, studies actually prove that these communities, in the black and brown communities specifically, were targeted to be held as felons to actually not help them progress. But all of these studies show that with decriminalizing it, we can now progress as a country together. With all of my 3 points, we have now learned that legalizing marijuana and cannabis on a federal level will actually help us on a medical expense, helping people with cancer, anxiety, and arthritis, as well as stimulating our economy, providing jobs, creating better rises on the stock market. And lastly, decriminalizing it for past felon convictions and helping our Black and Brown communities. Thank you so much. My name is Enrique Carriel, and I hope you have learned something today.